Hey everyone, welcome to We Like Wrestling Podcast. I'm Jared. I'm here with Justin.
Yep.
John.
Hey everybody.
That was the shortest North American title reign ever.
I don't know who was the shortest.
Trick Williams won, and then Dom won it back.
He won it Saturday and lost it Tuesday?
Yeah.
3 days?
Because Mommy Rhea said if he doesn't get it, he's not going home.
So I wonder what actual reason they had for giving it to him. Like, was there a thing where, like, they didn't want Dom to win clean, and maybe the rest of the Judgment Day was somewhere else, so they were booked. So he just had to lose it and then win it back dirty. Because you can't have dirty Dom winning clean.
So don't win clean.
I mean, that's true, but
He could have ran and got counted out.
Dom isn't a man to think for himself.
That's right. He needs mommy to tell him what to do.
Yeah. So he doesn't know when to cheat, how to deuce things, you know? He needs people to do it for him. Off of Raw, I definitely thought that was Damian Priest's out, that she was blaming him. Because she did. She started to blame him and said that she left Damian Priest in control when she was hurt. And look what happened. Dom lost his belt.
Unless do we know did Trick Williams get hurt?
No.
That maybe they're like, oh, we got to get it back off of him right away?
No, he had a full match to get it off of him.
Oh.
No, he got hurt.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
No, that was storyline.
Oh.
They played it up right there.
Maybe they thought he wasn't ready.
Who?
Trick.
I think it's all storyline, but I just don't know why they give it to him on Saturday just to get it back. Is it all storyline? Dom can't do it on his own.
Or maybe somebody else booked, and then Sean went there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or maybe Sean's eyes just,
That's true.
Wrestle Dream was this past weekend.
Yeah, a lot of great matches came out of it. A lot of cool stuff came out of it. I think you know him, and you don't.
You think you know him? The voice is Beth Phoenix.
Supposedly.
They were Wrestle.
I wasn't there when they recorded it.
So he
Wrestle Observer.
He
and
owns the
Fightful
rights to that song now?
He doesn't own rights.
No, because it's Metal Anus.
He's friends with Alter Bridge.
Alter Bridge, yeah, sure.
So in the
Yeah, but the Think You Know Me part is not part of that song. That's WWE.
right.
right,
the
the
music
initial,
is-
you think you know
They
me.
recorded a new version with Beth saying it.
Yeah, the initial you think you know me is WWE,
Yeah.
and apparently WWE doesn't own the Rated R Superstar.
They don't own shit. They thought
They
Edge
own
was
Edge.
like dead or something. I don't know.
They own Edge,
Who cares?
but
I think they
It's a
forgot he still
fucking-
worked there.
That's a shitty name. Think about there have been, we could do a whole episode on this. There has been some really shitty names who have gotten over in the past.
Undertaker.
You just have to stick it out.
speaking of shitty names, what do you think of the? He filed for trademark for some stuff.
Legend.
Legend spelled LEDGE,
Like ledge.
like L Edge, and then
Oh, so
yeah.
clever way around it, kind of.
I don't know. That's just dumb.
He also filed for Cope.
Cope. COPE.
Yes.
Don't spell that wrong.
He also filed for Iconoclast, which I'm guessing is going to be a move.
Iconic.
Iconoclast.
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 So they're sticking with like an icon thing.
And then,
Maybe they'll start coming out to I'm just an icon living.
and then the last one he filed for is The Rogue, which I'm guessing would be his version of what he wanted the Judgment Day to be if he gets a group. The Rogue. I don't know. Or maybe
25 years in WWE, if you count his retirement.
Is that? Do you mean that? So
98 to 2023.
okay, but he
Counting
wasn't
his
with
retirement.
WWE.
he was still
Yeah.
under contract, I guess, when he
But
retired.
still, I mean,
Yeah, if you count his retirement, 25
there
years.
is a now. Is this the last one? No, besides Austin, but Austin wasn't told he had to retire. But the three that come right to mind when you think of people forced to retire early due to injury are all now in AEW.
Saraya, Brian, and Edge.
Yeah. Are there any more that I'm not thinking of? Those are the three. I mean, automatics. That you're like, well, man, they could have still done all of this. And good for Adam Copeland for doing this.
Yeah,
it's not against WWE. It's not like he has a beef and he's going. He talked about it on the scrum. There are a litany of possibilities. He just met Kenny Omega backstage.
In the scrum, he mentioned that his dream essentially was to finish his career with Christian. Whether it's facing him, teaming with him. Christian has been looking good. Not in his prime in the ring, but he still looks good. And then Adam Copeland, probably the opposite.
What?
I think Edge still looks good, but he has the in-ring skills.
Well, he's only wrestled like twice in 2 years.
Yeah, I think he's fine. No, he wrestled more than that.
But in the scrum, he said, I haven't wrestled at Wrestle Kingdom. I've never wrestled in Japan.
Yeah.
Okada comes to mind.
He came in very young and just stayed.
After WCW.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
he had a match or so.
Yeah,
it,
cup of
was,
coffee.
it was all
Yeah.
that was all just trying to get your foot in the door somewhere.
And think about, we can have a Brood reunion now.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's one and done against the Hardys. But
maybe that's what the Rogue is.
that could be. Because WWE probably owns the Brood.
I know
I'm sure they do.
I don't know if he said it in the scrum or he tweeted out, but I saw a line that he said that he had ideas he presented to WWE and it sort of went, we kind of nothing for you.
Yeah, it was in the tweet.
That he wanted to stay. And it wasn't like you said, it's not bad blood. It was just like,
And it wasn't about...
if you've got nothing for me, then I'm going to go over there. Like,
Yeah,
Well-
go do things. Look, I gotta believe for all three of their cases, these are people who thought they were never going to wrestle again, and when they figured out that they had the ability to wrestle again, the flood doors had to open. Even while you were gone, he said, like John Moxley, when he was gone, Moxley was at the top of his game in the WWE. Then he left, and Edge came back. There was no overlay of him being in the same ring as him.
FTR.
Well, he's technically been in the ring with them.
Yeah. But he said he'd like to tag with him.
All right, I can't do it. I don't know how Macho Man does it. I can't. I gotta take these
Dark ass
off.
sunglasses.
They're dark and they sit on my nose weird. It hurts my face.
When Edge initially got cleared, he said he had offers from both companies. And he went to WWE because they offered him a little more money at the time.
And that's the right thing to do. You left WWE
you got hurt.
because you got hurt on their dime.
They
You
paid for
deserve
your
to go
surgery.
back and finish your story, which that's going to be another fucking thing. I
paid for your
hate
surgery,
hearing.
paid for your rehab. They, you
Yeah.
know.
And they did right by your family.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you want to show your loyalty.
I think he stayed. Him and Christian had that show, so he still kind of was working.
and that show, they should do that again.
That
now
show was
make
funny.
it a YouTube show. Now
Yeah.
that it has no limits.
Yeah.
Make that shit a YouTube show. That was my favorite thing on the network for a very long time.
Yeah, I used to like when I tried to name the Survivor Series teams.
Or when they used to do like will they talk about it when AJ came in and they talked about Bullet Club? Like, nope, they won't talk about that. And when they had Bruce Barber Beefcake on and they were like interrogating him.
I didn't see that one.
Oh man, you got to go back and watch them. They're fucking hilarious. That and the Southpaw Wrestling. Those are like the two best things.
Yeah.
Southpaw Regional Championship
Yeah.
Wrestling. Whatever. But I mean, so he was still
I
like,
blew that out though too fast because they put it all out. They didn't like wait. It wasn't like a weekly thing. They just put it all out. I watched it all right away.
But even now, he had an offer from WWE, and it just wasn't what he wanted, and they didn't let him.
And also, he probably wasn't fulfilling himself there.
I'm sure. I know he had his last WWE match in Canada, but I don't know if going out with Sheamus is what he wanted, and it wasn't that great of a match. To be
I'm
honest.
sure it's what he wanted at the time.
Yeah,
This is the best thing I can do right now is go out with Sheamus.
and I'm sure.
Orton's hurt. You know, all the dream things you can put together, it can't happen right now.
Yeah, at the
so
time,
what's the
Cena
best thing
wasn't
I could
there
do?
yet.
I'm really good friends with him. Let's go do this.
And I'm sure he actually didn't know if that was his last or not.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure he was contemplating a lot. He posted a picture of there was a picture going out about the note that he left Beth Phoenix.
I saw it. It says AEW. Yeah.
So it says, "I'm going to walk the W's capital. The dog.
No, the A.
Oh yeah, walk.
The A.
Yeah, A is capital. Walk the dog. B, the E is capital. Back in a few, and then something
with a W.
With
yeah.
a W.
So then the A, the E, and the W were capitalized.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I heard his contract expired at like midnight on the 1st, and he showed up.
No, it probably
It was something like that. Like it really expired like hours before, and he shows up.
I mean, you can probably loosely talk about, hey, my contract's coming up.
You can negotiate. No, the no compete is no appearances.
Yeah.
You can negotiate.
Cannot show up on someone else's TV.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the compete part.
Yes.
And
even if you're not
But
wrestling.
negotiations, they can happen at any time that you're
I
not.
think we listened to something Russell. Bruce Pritchard has said that.
Even during contract, like there's a period in the end of your contract. You can't just let your contract run out and that you can't even look for other work. They got to give you some kind of leeway there.
But you can't. Like I can't go to and say, "Oh, you have 2 years left. Why don't you just come over here anyway? Forget them last 2 years and come over here." That's tampering.
Yeah.
But I hear you have like 30 days left. What do you think about doing after those 30 days? That's different.
Oh, yeah. Adam Copeland's debut is the highest viewed video on AEW's YouTube since CM Punk. I mean, it's big. Another WWE guy. Shut up.
I think that's different when it's guys like this, like Brian and Saraya.
Why not have dream matches when you know your time is coming soon?
Brian just had it. Speaking of, Brian just had it with Sabre.
And Brian himself said he probably has a year left.
It's a match that a few years ago these people never thought was possible. Mm-hmm. Because one, you were either under WWE contract, or two, you thought you had a career-ending injury.
And I don't know.
I would do the same thing if I thought my career was over and now all of a sudden it's not. We push the reset button. Well, all of this shit happened while I was away.
And let's say he signed 2 years. In those 2 years, he's going to be 50, 51. Why not just, not every week, but, come out, hey, let's do something in the ring.
I think they already announced his first match.
Him and
right?
Luchasaurus.
Yeah, that's not the greatest first match, but whatever.
It helps him get,
I get it.
I guess,
Building up
feud
for
with him and Christian. Yeah. I don't know if him and Christian have ever had anything in WWE against each other. I think it was kind of Christian won the belt because he was injured, because Edge was injured.
Yeah, but prior to that,
I'm sure they have.
when Christian,
Like the Hardys feuded and they teamed and
Yeah.
We might get Edge and Matt again.
yeah,
Just please stop with the Hardys. They need to.
I mean, Edge just got a point though. Like they made a big deal of him coming back at the Rumble.
and then
Then
it
he
just
got
kind
hurt.
of
Was out for a year.
like him
That's
and
not his
Orton.
fault.
Him and Orton was
No. Then he came back and wins the Rumble, and then like, what do they kind of do with him?
good. Yeah. Him, Brian, and Roman was kind of. Him and Orton was good, but
Greatest match ever, whatever it was.
it was like during COVID though, so it kind of sucked.
But yeah, they sort of did nothing with him.
A lot of dream matches. Looking forward to Adam Copeland having. I'm sure Christian is happy as well.
of course we're all gonna say MJF.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
I seen that picture going around of MJF when he met Edge when he was like, what,
Stop
10?
sharing the picture. He tweeted out, "Stop sharing the picture."
So before Wrestle Dream, Saturday Collision went off the air with a cliffhanger.
What was that?
So they ended the show.
Is that the one where
the
the
Devil
Bullet
Mask.
Club? Okay,
So Jay White was getting beat up
by the Bullet Club.
By Jay White was getting beat up by people in
By
black
Dave Finley's Bullet Club.
black attire, and one of them had a devil's mask, the MJF devil mask. They panned over to the guy with the mask, and then he just shoved the camera.
It was one.
It looked small.
It's
and
whatever they could allude to. Whoever was in that suit is not MJF.
It's not.
There's not even.
It was a small
They
statue.
were all small.
Is Adam Cole faking the injury?
I don't know.
Like FTR small?
No, not
Like
Jack
Chad Silver?
Like scrawny.
Like
Not
guys
scrawny,
they
but-
bring in to be security small.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
A couple
looked
extra
short.
boys that have been hanging around the back.
Yeah.
Nakamura.
Like ring
Not
crew.
Nakamura. Nakazawa.
The Adam Cole injury is leaving people like, is it real? Is it not?
I don't know. I
That's this
mean,
mystery guy I heard about.
the way he,
Some mystery guy showed up last week on Collision or Rampage.
Probably.
Everyone swore it was Edge,
No, no.
no.
but it wasn't Edge. But there was supposed to be some guy.
But maybe
Mystery
that,
man.
That could be, but I don't know why anybody would think that's
But-
Edge.
So apparently Adam Cole broke his ankle or something.
I mean, I saw the video of him jump, twist it, and start trying to run, and him realizing, "Fuck, this hurts." I think he was supposed to get up on the apron. So it was during the Samoa Joe MJF match. And again, if this is work, he did a really good job. So he jumped from the ramp to the side, and when he hit, he started trying to run, but you saw, oh shit, my ankle's not letting me run. So then he kind of like jogged kind of with one leg, but also on the other leg, but you could see it's giving him pain, and then just started like pounding the mat. Like, let's go. But I don't think that's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, he came out in a wheelchair with MJF.
Yes. So that was on Dynamite 2 weeks ago? Him and Joe?
Yeah. He came out in a wheelchair with MJF talking about, I broke my ankle, maybe we should relinquish the tag titles. So that's what has people thinking.
Maybe.
But MJF...
So he's really good.
MJF did a handicap match.
I saw the video.
Against the Righteous. Yeah.
And he kept the belts?
Yes.
Which is also maybe a little nod to the CM Punk break your fucking ankle, not even wrestling. Dipshit.
Yeah. AEW with storytelling is a lot better than WWE.
Yeah, his head's crooked.
Well, it's supposed to be crooked. It's just the back is like, I thought it was like worn off, but it's just like a different color.
It's a fade.
Yeah, it is. It's a fade.
He sleeps in the back of his head a lot.
Justin just got Harley Race.
I mean, I just got all... There's like some plastic on the back here. I just got all of these within a month.
Yeah.
Oh.
Adding to his museum in the bathroom.
Collection. It's not a museum.
It's like a shrine in there.
It's not. It's a collection.
Probably one of the greatest NWA heavyweight champions of all time. Not of that character, but...
And one of the greatest AWA champions of all time.
One of the greatest IC champs.
He was actually a terrible AWA champion.
So we've seen WWE sign Jade Cargill, but we haven't seen her debut yet officially.
I watched... so I would like to just touch on... I sort of watched a little bit of No Mercy. I think I watched 2 matches, and I had other stuff to do. It's hard. Saturday nights is hard.
Yeah.
One, the opening, fucking amazing. Greatest wrestling game of all time opening.
So they did like the intro to...
Oh yeah, buddy, go watch it. It's out there. It's fucking cool. So they were like scrolling through. They did the diggity dog. Ugh. And then so they're scrolling through and like selecting characters, and they have like Balor in there, and they have like other NXT people in there.
That's awesome.
And because you had like different categories, and then like they scrolled over, and it was like a No Mercy version of each person wrestling.
That's awesome.
Oh.
It was so good. And some of them had different attires. There was like Lone Wolf Corbin versus like Now's Corbin and stuff like that. It was, go watch it. So it started off fucking hot. I was popping right from the get-go. Then
What
they
was the
opened,
first match?
well, then I went and showered because they opened with Corbin and Braun, and I just did not
Apparently
give a
Corbin
shit.
was pretty good.
I didn't give a shit.
Corbin seems to be doing better.
What is it? I'm not sure what the point of this is. He went down there for what? Just to work with the young guys?
Yep.
He's been doing better.
Got nothing to do with the main roster? Go down there and...
Yeah, really, that's what it is. We need guys like you. I don't want to say the word vet because I think veteran gets thrown around a lot of weird ways. Like, there's no way Baron Corbin is a veteran. But in that locker room, he's a veteran because he's been there, done that, and he went to the big time where all of you are trying to go. And he can teach them and show them, okay, this is how we did it when we went up there. This is how I got over.
Especially if he has
quote unquote
creative freedom in NXT now.
Well, he came out walking a motorcycle, which I fucking hate.
Yeah, so that's his new character now? He's a biker?
It was not new. That was his thing before.
That was Lone Wolf.
Yeah, it's just an
I don't
updated
remember.
version of that.
See, I didn't watch him in NXT. I only saw him
Lone
main
Wolf
roster.
was good. I like Lone
Yeah.
Wolf.
I only saw main roster.
Yeah, but NXT arena is too small. Can't do the fucking Undertaker thing, so he really just walks the bike down on his feet.
Or he doesn't know how to ride a bike.
Or that. I doubt that.
He looks like a...
Well, looks can be deceiving.
Yeah. I know he knows how to cook.
Yeah, he does know how to cook.
Fucking watch his grilling
Yeah.
videos. Oh
I
my
know him and
God.
Corey Graves are like
really
best
good.
friends.
And then later, so that match I skipped. I completely watched.
I'm guessing Braun went over.
Corbin did.
No, Corbin went over, yeah.
Really?
Then we had Dom Dom and Trick Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's not with Carmelo anymore? Are they split?
No, they split.
They split, but not in a bad way.
Yeah, it was just like, look, you're the
You're going
champion.
singles. I'm the champion. You go find your stride somewhere without me.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we'll meet up.
Trick pretty much said,
Like New
I
Day,
need
kind
to,
of like you go, you do you, but we're still cool.
like Mello was the champion at the time. Trick pretty much said, look, I don't want to be in your shadow.
I don't want to be your heavy. I want to establish myself. And
Oh, okay.
being
So
a
there's-
4-day champion really did that. So I was surprised he beat Dom. No outside interference, nothing.
Was it a good match?
It was an okay match. It wasn't anything crazy. It also didn't have any spots that I was like, why the fuck did I pick this match to watch? It was a run of the mill match. It was a mid pay-per-view match. There was nothing bad, nothing great.
Yeah.
Although actually the backwards 619 was pretty cool. He did a 619 to the back of Trick's head.
Oh.
Which is kind of heelish if you think about it. Guy's got his back turned. You do a 619. It's a heel way to do a 619.
Get away from the Rey Mysterio shit.
That's the only thing he does, though.
Be your own thing.
Everything else is Eddie.
Maybe a
he
frog
does
splash.
He does the thing. That's
That adds to the heel character.
That's the point. But they
Yeah.
want you to hate him.
The Eddie thing is heel. Doing the Ray shit is like, I'm still his son, even though I don't want
You're
to.
supposed to hate him because that's why. Like, do your own thing. Stop
Yeah.
copying your dad.
yeah. Everything Dom does is great. Guy's fucking.
It just
cool.
looks,
Guy's
to me,
cool.
it looks so awkward when he does a
He's
619.
gotten better in the ring, too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
but
In the ring, yeah.
everything's gotten better.
I like Dom. It's just the 619. I don't know.
Is
I've
a 619
never
in the
seen-
back of his fucking head? Though?
I haven't seen Trick work. I've only ever seen him come out with Mello.
He does a lot of homage to. He does Trouble in Paradise. He does sort of a rock bottom where he like. The guy's on the ground. He like flips over him. He does a lot of homage to African American wrestlers. There's maybe two others that I noticed. That I was like, I wonder if that's. Then that the Trouble in Paradise was the creme de la creme. I was like, oh, so he's homaging other African American wrestlers.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, Trouble in Paradise is kind of hard to use right now when he's still technically active. That's a little weird.
So is he like a high flyer? Is he a wrestler? Like a technical kind of guy? I haven't seen
I
him
wouldn't say
work.
technical. He's just a modern day wrestler.
Like Dom.
A little bit of everything.
Oh, okay.
And Dom's very
I'll have to
lucha.
check him out.
And then the tag match, though. This match blew me away because I did not want to watch it, but I was like, fuck it. I already have it on. It's whatever. I thought the styles were going to fucking clash. I thought it was going to be a shit show. I went only liking, I sort of liked the Creed brothers. I'd seen them before. Hated the tag champion guys, the D'Angelo or whatever the fuck his name is. Tony.
Although the
and
Italian,
Julius. No, Julius. I like.
they're supposed to be
Yeah, the Italian
gangsters
guys,
or
right, the
mobsters
mob
of
guys,
Italian-
yeah.
Tony D'Angelo and was it Nichols or something or
Humberto and
Angel?
Angel were in it. Very good shit.
Oh, they're good.
Who
Was it
else?
just a 4-way tag?
Yeah, and yeah, there's the guys with Reggie or whatever the fuck he calls Skrillex. What's his name?
Axiom?
No, not Axiom. Skrillex. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Is it not Skrillex?
Skrillex is a
Reggie wears a mask
musician.
now.
No, not anymore. Now he's a manager. Back to a manager.
I thought he was a worker with a
I
mask.
could have sworn Skrillex. It's something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, now he's a manager, and these guys are called like From the Mud or something. I can't make this shit up. Yeah, they're From the Mud. I don't know. They fucking sucked. I didn't like anything they did.
They're new or two established guys they threw together?
Well, I wouldn't say established.
I mean,
They are a
two
new
solo guys
team,
on the
yes.
roster that they threw together.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, they're called From the Mud, right?
I have to look them up.
And what's his name's Skrillex?
No, Skrillex is a musician.
I know Skrillex is a musician, but I thought that's
Bangarang.
also what. Yeah, I know who Skrillex is,
I don't know who Skrillex is.
but
I know Skillet, but I don't know Skrillex.
I could have sworn they were also. He was also called Skrillex.
No. I know it's a weird name like that.
He
though.
lost his mask in a match.
I have no idea. That match was really good though.
I gotta
So
look this up
the Mud guys are which one's their first name? Which one's the last name?
now. OTM,
Okay. Yeah.
Bronco Nima.
Yeah,
And
Bronco
Lucien
Nima,
Price with
Lucien
Scripps.
Price. Scripps.
That's Reggie.
Yes,
right? Okay.
that's Skrillex.
I don't know who the other two guys are though.
I don't know the other two guys. Yeah, what are they called?
It just says OTM. I don't know
yeah,
what that stands
Out
for.
the Mud.
Oh,
Out the mud. That's what they're called.
I don't know who those guys are. Bronco Nima.
They were terrible.
Lucian Price.
They got a lot of learning.
Are they
left to
like
go. But
big
I'll tell
guys?
you-
Or they-
yeah, they're big. Yeah, and they came out riding load riders, and again, they're too big to ride them, and the arena's too small, so they walked them to the ring.
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo and Stax.
Yeah, Stacks. Yeah.
They're called the family.
They were a lot better than I thought, but the Creed brothers, Julius. Oh my God, this guy could do no wrong.
Is Julius the taller one?
He's like,
They're the
he's
twins, right?
No, they're not twins. One's like, I don't want to say fat.
Not
He's
Otis.
Not fat. Yeah, but he's like the heavy bulk guy. And then Julius is like the, I don't know, I don't even know who to compare him to. The guy's amazing. I mean, he's like a jacked up Shelton.
Like Chad Gable if he was taller. And
No, Shelton. No, because Chad Gable, as much as I like him, this isn't a put down. He's kind of only got one dimension in wrestling. Like Shelton does a lot of shit. He's just a natural athlete. This guy does the same shit, but he's like twice the size of Shelton.
Doug Furness? Because he was kind of short.
Doug Furness was the one with the mustache.
Yeah, he was a short kind of bodybuilder.
Kinda. No. So one of them, that's what you're. But one of when I say jacked, it's like one's Brock Lesnar jacked, and one is like Batista jacked. Does that make sense? One's cut, ripped, chiseled, whatever the fuck the thing is that what's his name used
One
to say.
hits the gym, and one is more like
Farm boy strong.
naturally.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I assume they're legit brothers. They do look alike.
Which one is the Brock Lesnar? Is that Julius?
No, Julius would be the Batista.
I've seen him. Yeah,
or
are they
the
real?
Randy Orton, if you want to
Are
say
they
like
really
that.
brothers? I don't know.
They look alike. So if they're not, that'd be very.
We also
we know why they put them together. That match was really, really good, though. That's what I want to get out. That match, I would go back and watch it. Actually,
we also got the on-screen debut kind of Pillman
no, it wasn't on screen.
Not on
though.
screen, but
no,
like
it's still vignettes.
vignette. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I was
still-
looking
but
for.
this is second vignette. This is the
so
second
yeah,
one.
it
This
was-
one's showing second gen guys. The first one was showing like Saturday night and something else. Oh, Bengals game, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they showed the remote again,
But did
flipping
not
through the
show his
channels.
dad. It just showed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Flipping through the channels, it was second gen guys like Orton, Curtis Axel, those types of people, and even older second gen guys. But then he shut the TV off, and then you saw the Bengal shirt, not the team, the Bengals, but the orange black stripe Pillman shirt, and you saw the fucking mullet. It's Pillman.
Oh,
Yes, they are legit brothers. Their names are Casper.
Yeah, I was just saying I have that on there. Yeah. Like 2 years apart. Looks like so they're not twins.
Oh no, I didn't think they were twins.
Oh.
no,
They
I knew
look
they
a lot
weren't
alike,
twins,
so I
but
thought
they,
they might
they
have
look
been.
alike. Yeah, like again, they look enough alike to think they're related. But see how one's like fat, strong, and one's chiseled. That's what I mean. You see it?
Okay. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one's Julius, the tall one?
Julius is the tall one that's a little more chiseled, where this guy's a little more farm boy strong.
See, I like the other. I like the shorter guy.
Is one like the Hart Foundation? Brett was the worker. Neidhart was the power.
I mean,
One would toss you around and beat you up. One would tie in knots.
yeah, but no, because I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I didn't. Again, this was a 4-way tag, so I guess I didn't see enough of him
That's true. There's a lot of
to
Gaga on a
know what
4-way.
the. But Julius is the one who impressed the fuck out of me. If someone had to have a singles career of those two, he's gonna have it. Looked amazing and did some really impressive shit. Yeah, including like 4 kip ups in a row, like belly to back, all the way through, kip up, belly to back, kip up, belly to back, kip up, belly to back, kip. Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
That's a lot of fucking energy to exert.
Yeah.
What about the
was it-
main?
I didn't watch it, but
Was it the elimination tag or one fall?
no, they did the I'm hurt, but then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna rally and we're gonna keep the titles. D'Angelo got hurt.
Oh, their faces.
It was kind of hard to tell who's face and who's heel. They should be heels,
So aren't
but
the
they're
Creed's
not.
faces? The Creed?
No. So yes, the
Creeds-
Creeds are faces, and they are the family is turning face, which is the Italian guys. They're like slightly turning face, where Humberto and Garza are now heels, and so are the Mud people.
The Mud People.
I don't know, man. That's the worst name ever.
Oh, so they kept their belts. Okay.
Yes.
Tony D'Angelo's been down there a while, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't Tony D'Angelo one of the guys' names in Matt Maynard? Wasn't that Matt Maynard's old name?
I don't know. 2.0? I don't know.
I think Tony D'Angelo was there when, like...
Why do you enunciate it like that? Menard.
I don't know. It's spelled,
Maynard.
Yeah, Maynard.
Menard.
I've heard people say it both ways.
Oh.
Tony D'Angelo
Like
was,
Rhea and Rhea.
like,
It's like...
debuted when, like, Adam Cole was still there. Like,
Oh, really?
So
yeah, not the Stax kid, though. That he's young. He's a kid.
yeah. I think D'Angelo's been there that long.
Maybe.
Who's the NXT champion?
Well, now, that's the main event was
Mello.
Carmelo Hayes and
Ilya.
Ilya
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov. Yeah.
Who was the
And-
last person to pin Walter / Gunther or whatever.
So
That's right. Yeah.
I kind of had a feeling
Is this where
that
Mello
this was
joins?
it. This was Mello getting called up, especially when Trick won. I was like, oh, they can't have two. Even though, like, Dragunov is a face, he's like a tweener, kind of. He's just a take on all
He's
comers.
just- yeah.
I knew they could not have Mello and Trick both be champion. It just wasn't going to work. Too much to cheer for. No underdogs.
Is this Mello's way? Is this
I
Mello
think so.
joining Lashley now?
Maybe one more match because they are 1-1. One more match and then
Her
his
business
rematch.
2.0.
And then
yeah, huh?
Her business 2.0. Lashley's her business.
It seems like it. Yes.
But like the
Yeah, but
profits
isn't-
are
so Mello's a face though, and his Lashley's crew is heel.
Are they heel?
Are they?
they're kind. They
Didn't
were
seem very
They,
heel.
They were
were
sort of in the ring with Judgment Day,
Yeah.
but then they attacked.
They're aggressive. That doesn't mean they're heels.
Didn't they
didn't
attack
they?
Viking Raiders? Viking Raiders are heels.
Yeah, but then they just lost to Ray and Santos, didn't they? And Lashley was all pissed off and like
Yeah.
going to kick him out of the group or whatever.
So when I
So then
went,
they beat up Ray the next week or something.
I thought they were heels, but then
what if he kicks them out and Mello's like the replacement? Like, I'm going to build it with this guy instead.
is Trick ready? Bring him in,
No,
Trick.
no.
Trick's not ready yet?
No.
Okay.
No, he'll be good fodder for a title shot at some point in a year. Yeah. Next summer will be he'll have a good
Go after Dragunov? Like,
no.
You set my buddy out of here.
No,
I mean,
it's got to be a heel, an established heel.
Dragunov you could turn him heel.
Also, it looks like Braun Breaker is going to go back to face because Robert Stone is back, who we were just talking about.
yeah,
Wait. Breaker was the heel and Corbin was the face?
yes,
Yeah, Corbin's the face.
What the hell is going on in NXT?
Braun has
Braun's
the black
been-
facial hair.
Okay, you're not understanding what NXT is. Do we have to go over the
Finn
Gargano
Balor.
not being able to be a heel, so Finn Balor had to come in, be a really good heel, so that Gargano could learn how to be a heel? Same.
I just didn't know they
Same
turned
shit.
Braun. I had no idea they turned Braun.
Braun has the black facial hair.
It's really terrible. He looks more and more like Scott every day. I know Rick's his dad, but
When did he turn? When he lost?
A while ago.
To,
it was
to
a while
Mello?
ago. Once he started fucking Cora Jade. Is that who he's fucking? Yeah. Once he started fucking her, that's when they.
Sky-
That's when.
Sky Blue and Cora Jade get confused.
Yeah,
because they're
that's
pretty
why
much
I-
the same.
yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
but-
I mean, I guess it makes sense. You're down here to learn how to work
I thought
both.
Braun would have
before
got
you
called
come
up by now.
Again, he probably needed to learn.
Yeah.
NXT is about learning. You don't get to go somewhere until you graduate, until they're ready to say, yes, you got it.
Learn. He had to run as a face. Now
Yeah.
do a run as a
His
heel.
run as a face was with Dolph being the heel.
Yes.
And then now it's
he
Corbin.
was pretty dominant as a face, champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, be the heel.
And yes, he's losing, but you got to learn to lose, too. You got to know how to lose and still stay strong.
And losing to Corbin isn't bad.
No. And that's a great person to lose to. It's a main roster person. Learn how to lose and stay strong.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's going to go back to face and leave as a face probably after facing Robbie E.
So now
Was that him?
I thought Lashley and Profits were heels, but then they came out on SmackDown and Profits were still doing their cup thing and they're just aggressive.
But they like
They're aggressive.
beat up faces and heels. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're just
So
Lashley
Blackpool Combat Club.
Lashley is teaching them how to be dogs,
I'm the dog.
they were too
the big bad dog.
So again, WWE put all the blacks in a group.
Yep, that's what they do. We got Spanish guys. Hey, there used to be a Spanish group in WCW, right? Yeah. We got the trademark, right? Let's use it. We'll just put them all in there.
They're going to bring up a black guy from NXT and put him in the group with the other black guys.
Yes.
That's because Sheldon's not there.
Because that's what you do. Those people stick together. We know this.
They run in gangs, right? I mean,
It was the same. It was the same in TNA.
is this
though.
2023? I mean,
Lashley was in the same thing in TNA.
It might be, but again, it might be like New Day's thing. They didn't put them together, whereas they wanted to work together. It might also be Lashley being like, "Yeah, let's fucking do it."
Street Profits are good.
Yeah.
They're damn
I
good.
like the Street Profits. I'm not.
Has there ever been a black star that didn't break out from a group of black people? Booker T? Probably.
I mean, Ron Simmons came from a tag team. They weren't really a group.
But he didn't break out.
Well, Doom split up. He went solo, won the world title, but they weren't really a group.
I mean in WWE.
Oh.
I was going to say Ron Simmons was the leader of a group. What are you talking about?
I was thinking in WCW, he was in a tag team.
Yeah, think about it. Black star that actually breaks out, gets over in WWE without coming from an all-black group.
Booker T.
Booker T. That's about it, right?
Yeah, because he came over solo.
And he was there. He was the only guy that they could push.
Lashley had the belt when he was with MVP, didn't he? The original Hurt Business. Didn't Lashley have the belt?
Yeah. What?
No, his first run in WWE, he wasn't part of a group.
No, I know that.
His
I know
first
that.
Like
run,
the Battle of the Billionaires and all that, he was solo.
Yeah.
And then ECW.
But yes, when he gets his world title run, yes, he comes from a group of black people. Yeah. Yep. Ain't that some shit? I wonder if it works the same way with... No, because of Del Rio.
Even with Vince not there.
And Ray's had it solo.
Yeah.
But I mean...
It's only black people.
But like Justin said, it could be Lashley. Hey, the Street Profits are good. I don't have anything right now, so why don't we try this Hurt Business again?
Would Big E have gotten where he got without New Day?
Why haven't you thrown Omos in that group? He ain't doing
Would
shit.
Kofi Kingston have gone where he got without New Day? Would Rock have gone where he got without...
So the New Day was...
Nation.
The three of them were like, why don't
doing
we...
nothing, right? They were just sort of
Yeah.
not even on TV.
Yeah, so Xavier took it, and he was like, why don't we... They're going to put us together? Let's make it a thing.
Started as heels.
Yeah.
Remember preaching positivity and
New Day socks. Remember that? New Day socks.
Yeah.
I got over.
Yeah.
So I hope Mello gets called up because he's good. I don't know if he needs to be in a group, but...
Yeah, he does. He's black.
But no, he does. I think, honestly, I hate to say this, but like everybody that comes from NXT should be in either a tag or a group. It's hard to take somebody that's coming from that and going, go. You know?
You have to assume, like, we have friends who watch wrestling who don't watch NXT.
Yeah.
So these people come up, they're like, who's that new person? I don't know who that is.
Well, to back off of that, did you see that DIY is back together?
Yeah.
Did you hear the non-pop?
No.
Nobody gave a shit.
No one really gave a fuck. There was like
It was on main roster,
little,
right?
Yeah, it was a little. But if that would have happened in NXT, I don't even know now because of how old it is that the NXT fans
Crowd
now
now
would even know about
get it.
DIY.
The problem is they send these main roster guys down to NXT, but then they don't merge. Like, you don't get these NXT guys on TV at all on
That's
the main
why it's
roster.
better when you have guys like Big E came up from NXT.
He was with Dolph and
He
AJ.
came in with as Dolph's heavy.
Yeah.
Coming in with something to do, like Mello coming in as the young guy in this new group. Say let's say it is Lashley, Street Profits, and Mello. Okay, and let Lashley be the leader until Mello's ready and he could take over. Now Mello has a name behind him. It's hard for those guys to come up. Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Had a really cool entrance. People liked it. Then what? I don't really know who this guy is, so it's whatever.
The entrance helped him.
Yeah. the
Same with
entrance
Karrion
definitely
Kross.
helps.
But think of like Keith Lee, who just showed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Karrion Kross. I just don't get it.
Who does? You said
Fans,
they
the
or you?
fans.
Oh, yeah, I don't know either. It's like he's got to go back and do blood sport shit again.
Like, go to Impact.
Yeah, Impact. Oh, he'd fucking kill it.
That's
I
where
wish. Hate to say this again. Don't want anybody to lose their job. I wish he would have got released.
I thought he did.
Go to
but-
Impact. It would have been fucking awesome.
I mean, that's where he got his name was Impact or Lucha Underground, but Impact was where he started to, like Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. They learned a lot.
Remember, we have that all the time. When we used to have that fantasy wrestling, and some of NXT would show up and like, oh, can I get him on my team? He's already in the game because he was on NXT.
Well, like
I
even
don't
at
watch
the-
NXT. Wow.
A couple years ago, the Rumble, they had Adam Cole. I'm pretty sure they had Gargano or somebody.
What, Pete Dunne
But,
was in that one year. Like, who's these people?
Yeah, people didn't know because they
Yeah.
don't merge anything. You have NXT as a separate brand now. It's not only just developmental; it's a brand.
Well,
But you don't do anything with
and
it.
the other thing they do is when they bring an NXT guy and like put him on Raw for a few weeks, they lose
Yeah.
and they're made to seem less than.
Yeah.
So then when you bring him back up, okay, now they're debuting the roster. Like, oh, I just saw that guy last month get beat 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And with
Like, I don't give a shit about him.
with NXT and Raw not apparently not going to be on the USA anymore. What's going to happen with NXT?
Are we sure they're not? Is it 100%?
USA got SmackDown, but they don't want to keep Raw and NXT now because they dished out all that money for SmackDown.
Like, remember, Karen was NXT champion and he came on Raw and Jeff Hardy beat him in like 2 minutes.
Because nobody knew.
But I mean, that's how you're debuting that guy.
NXT
Yeah.
used
So then
to
when he
be
comes on the main roster, fans are going to go, oh, I remember that guy.
well, but think about like NXT used to be what AEW is now. You had those.
It was.
Those-
It was indie WWE.
Yeah. And they're trying to, they veered away from the colorful shit. They're, not trying to go back to black and gold, but it's better. But it's
The
still,
wrestling has definitely improved.
it's still only NXT fans.
Yes.
Maybe a few WWE are in there, but you have main roster. You have,
We're diehard wrestling fans and we don't watch NXT.
I did.
I mean, we don't watch it religiously.
but do you think majority that watch NXT are kids or adults?
I think they're
know.
not.
Majority kids are main roster, right? Because it's
I think next week's going to kill it. So next week, NXT and Dynamite run next to each other.
Tuesday,
Dynamite's on Tuesday because October starts.
Tony Khan's birthday.
I don't give a fuck.
Baseball playoffs.
That's not why they're doing it on
No, yeah,
Tuesday.
no.
I was going to say baseball is why they're doing it.
That's the problem with running on TNT.
Go
and
Phillies.
TBS too.
So they've already made the announcement. Edge is not wrestling this week, but he will have his first match back next Tuesday.
Of course.
Well,
Makes sense.
Did you see what WWE and NXT is doing? John Cena will be on NXT
Oh, God.
along with Paul Heyman, and I want to say there's something else.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm missing something.
Cena and NXT does not make sense.
Cena and Paul Heyman, because Roman Reigns called Paul Heyman and gave him the order to guide young Braun Breaker. I don't fucking know.
Jeez.
Yeah, so Adam Copeland tonight actually is coming out saying some stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they
Oh,
announced
and Cody will have a special announcement on NXT.
Cody. Yeah.
You know it's going to be a Dusty Classic, right? It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
But so they
Oh,
announced.
and I'm sorry, and Asuka will also be on. Let's throw
So it's a
them all
Raw.
in.
Yeah, they are
So
loading that up.
AEW announced that Adam Copeland will be appearing to talk tonight on Dynamite, and then they also announced he will face Luchasaurus Tuesday on
Yeah,
Dynamite.
he will
So-
not. So they're already like, he won't be wrestling this week. Don't even bother. But next Tuesday, make sure you come watch. Yeah,
I mean, smart for them.
I mean, it's not fully AEW's fault that they have to change time slots.
no, of course not. Well,
WWE used to do the same
Is-
stuff.
But WWE is being a little.
no, WCW never got it
They started 3 minutes before 9.
because WCW was on TNT. This is TBS.
Yeah.
That's where the Braves play. That's where MLB plays.
I mean, they had the same,
But
starting before them, giving away the results.
Yeah.
did you, to Justin's point, do you think they would have had Cena, Cody, and all that
Oh, no.
if AEW wasn't
No,
running
of
the
course
same
not.
night?
Hikaru Shida will be taking on Saraya. This is next Tuesday, and Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus.
To build for Christian.
So that's probably your main.
They're also advertising that Swerve will be there. Young Bucks, Orange Cassidy, The Acclaimed, Kenny Omega, Hangman, Moxley, Adam Cole, Jericho. everybody.
I think it's just a main poster. Yeah.
No, this is specifically for Tuesday.
So it may not be
Independence Day.
wrestling. It may just be on.
Oh yeah, well Moxley's hurt, so but he did commentary at Wrestle Dream,
And
which was very good.
Him and Nigel were standing up during Brian's match. Like,
I think that's fucking awesome. If there is anyone that should ever have called Brian versus Saber, it should be Nigel. God, you guys got to watch those fucking matches so you can join in with me understanding how fucking amazing Nigel McGuinness and Brian were. Those matches were just, it's what I love in wrestling. It's tight. It's fucking hard style. It's just good shit.
Yeah. I don't remember him as Desmond Wolfe in
Don't say
TNA.
that. Don't do that.
It's the only version of him I ever seen.
Don't do that.
And that didn't last long.
That's like saying the only Karrion Kross you know is the fucking Gimp.
Mox on commentary too. Also, he said I already got fined for stuff I said earlier on 0 Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really does not have a filter. He does not give. He loves the freedom he has.
I
on
think
AEW.
so. I think, yeah.
He
He's
does
just not. I mean, if you've seen his shit from before, because I don't want to be that weird guy who's like, yeah, you knew him before. But like, I watched that shit. I watched Switchblade and I watched his shit with Dragon Gate, him and Jimmy Jacobs.
That's
Those
right.
promos were just him rambling. There was no rhyme or reason. There was no
script.
Yeah, exactly. There was no structure to the promo. It's just say whatever the fuck you want to say, get it out, and we'll try to make something out of it.
No him cutting a promo about a plant. Like
That's-
WWE.
No, exactly, right.
That's why it's good to, if you
Go
like,
put on a gas mask because the town stinks.
if you like wrestling, support indie wrestling.
No, he used to.
Because-
Yeah, he used to do promos about like, yeah, you see where we're at. You see this street. This you want a Chicago street fight? I'll show you Cincinnati. This corner. This is where I got mugged walking home from school from a crackhead who wanted my $5 bill. This is where my mom used to do heroin in the street. Like, you know, like that's the shit he used to say, and it's. I don't know if it's real, but it was fucking real to me.
You believed it, right?
If you like wrestling, support indie wrestling because you never know when somebody that you used to watch at Pittsburgh Championship Wrestling or whatever the fuck, AXW in our territory. Goldie just had a WWE tryout, and we've seen Goldie from Monster Factory.
Yeah.
If he makes it on TV for WWE, holy shit! I knew that guy in the Hamburg Fieldhouse.
There's a couple of people.
But we saw, who was that kid from Three Legacies that bought Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn? Because he said he used to
Smiley.
Oh, Smiley, yeah.
that he used to work with them. He knew them.
He's
friends
calling a
with
kid.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's,
Wow.
he's yeah. But again, take pictures as well because hey, I knew this guy when he was a local wrestler. Now he's big time. You know, it's awesome seeing people have fun like that, and that's what AEW is. It's
I'm telling you, I'm excited about wrestling again. In fact, if you go back and listen probably a year ago, I was less excited about current wrestling. We're covering more current wrestling in our episodes than we ever have before because it used to be, I don't want to talk about this shit. I don't want to talk about what's happening now. This shit's boring. I want to talk about old wrestling that was good. Now, I don't know the last time we talked about old wrestling because it's actually worth talking about current wrestling.
and
'cause
even
it's good.
Impact.
I recorded it. You saw me record it. I didn't watch it. No, but I'm making the effort. I'm trying to get there.
It's funny because on the thing it mentions old Impact people.
Yeah.
But Impact is really
in
good now.
English by his WWE name and
Yeah.
not his. Yeah.
I mean, there was a point where Impact was terrible. I mean, to us, it was awful. But
Yeah.
now it seems like it's.
I didn't
getting
care that I
better.
didn't know how to watch it because it wasn't worth watching. Now I went out of my way to make sure I recorded. I didn't get to watch it. I had a very busy weekend though, so it's on Thursdays. In fact, Amber and I just had this conversation yesterday in the car. I was like, "Oh, what's on? I think NXT's on tonight," and she was like, "Oh, I thought it's just Mondays." No. And she said, "Well, what's on Tuesdays? NXT. What's Wednesday? Dynamite. Thursday, MLW and TNA or Impact, whatever you want to call it. Friday. Whoop, we got 2 shows also. Saturday, it's
Collision.
everything but Sunday.
Although Sunday's pay-per-view
Yeah,
sometimes.
sometimes pay per view. Yeah.
So every night of the week, yes.
Yeah.
I said she gets very lucky because I should be watching it all, but I just can't.
But it really is a good time to be a wrestling fan.
When I consume that much wrestling is when I start pulling back. Like, oh, okay, I don't want anything to do. Especially when we have long weekends where it's like 2 or 3 days of wrestling. I got to pull back the reins. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I can't do wrestling.
Well, even if we don't watch it, we follow it. Social media.
Yeah, but those are days that I spend a lot of time off social media because
yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Some of those long
Sometimes you need
days
a little bit of a
we
palate
have, I'm
cleanser.
like, I can't.
Yeah.
So
I check out.
I
go on
got
my
to
phone.
unwrestling for a little.
Yeah,
there is a lot of wrestling.
I need a break.
Yeah.
A lot of local wrestling
As
too.
much as I love it, sometimes it's much.
Local wrestling is a high right now. October 14th, we have AXW in the Fieldhouse again. They're doing something for Halloween time. I don't know. Are they doing like a costume thing or?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Come trick or treating. So come
Okay.
stop by for some treats and shit.
Yeah, we'll have some candy, maybe some gift bags. October 14th, AXW, and then October 21st, Three Legacies Wrestling in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, at the Brightside Center. They are also doing a Halloween. They're doing a costume contest.
Yes, they're doing a costume contest.
First 100 people.
Get a bag from actually one of my favorite stores in Lancaster, Building Character. It's a really cool consignment shop. I've shown you guys pictures of that place before. I found some really cool. Do you remember the Sting kite, the WCW Sting kite? Do you remember my 2 birthday cards from Amber? They came from that place. One's like Cody. I think the other one might be the Bucks. They're like hand drawn. Yeah. That's where they come from. That place. It's a really cool place.
So the first 100 fans that come into the door, they get gift bags or.
Yeah, it's a tote bag courtesy
bags.
of Building Character. But also then November 4th, AXW is going to be at Conrad Weiser High School because Conrad Weiser musical, let's call him a legend of Conrad Weiser, Ace Austin will be there, giving back to his alma mater and his community.
nice.
Ace Austin is an Impact star, currently with Chris Bay in Bullet Club.
Impact and New Japan.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, also October 21st at Three Legacies, Ricardo Rodriguez has a huge announcement.
Yeah. Did you find out?
No.
I won't spill the beans, huh?
Nah. It's important because I don't even have details on it.
Yeah, this is very cool. It's called the Spotlight Slam Students to Superstars. Doors open at 6, 7 p.m. bell time. This is the coolest thing. So all the proceeds will benefit the Conrad Weiser Musical Club.
Are we setting up for that?
I don't know anything about it. I just found out about it today.
Yeah, so that's November 4th.
Mm-hmm.
November 11th is AXW at Hamburg again.
Oh, so they got 2.
And then November 18th is Three Legacies in Lancaster. And then December, we have AXW, Three Legacies.
Yeah.
Three Legacies runs every month. It's, again, if you enjoy wrestling, you have every opportunity in the world to go to local wrestling, whether it's in a building that holds 100 people.
AXW runs every month except for the summer just because the building is too hot.
Yeah. Whether it's a building that holds 100 people or a building that holds 1,000 people, be there, support, buy shirts. There's some cool merchandise that these wrestlers have.
Yeah.
One of my favorites at House has a shirt that kids can't wear, but it's fucking awesome.
He's creative, and it's October, his favorite month.
Yeah. Follow at House on Instagram and you'll see why. But yeah, definitely support local wrestling. Watch wrestling every night of the week because it is on every night of the week.
Mm-hmm. And YouTube exists.
YouTube. Watch Media Scrums. Watch, there's a wrestlers documentary on Netflix. Very fucking good.
There's so much on YouTube.
OVW just sold
There's
out
times
again.
where I just go through my wrestling recommendeds and find stuff to watch.
Peacock. There's some old stuff on there. If you have children, hey, this is what I used to watch. Get them into it and then show them the current stuff. They might,
It's not that easy.
No, but it's nice to.
My stepson only likes it in person. He cannot stand it on TV.
My son thinks the old stuff is boring.
Yeah.
It's all punch and kick.
Well, even the new stuff though, he can't stand it on TV, but he loves it in person.
It's something else when you experience it live.
I get it.
But I'm excited to see
basketball.
or baseball.
No, I like baseball.
I can't watch baseball on TV. I'm excited to see what Adam Copeland does in AEW. So many dream matches ahead. Maybe him and Brian singles this time.
Should be retired.
Yeah. But go out, support indie wrestling, support pro wrestling, support us, wrestling podcasts, wrestling radio shows.